This area, remember folks, was the Vauxhall Pleasure Gardens. On a good night here, 10,000, 12,000 gentlemen, 2,000 courtesans. Remember, somewhere indoors you might have a little bit of music called it's after it was written especially for this spot. It's Handel's Water Music. It was written in 1715 for this spot, and Handel's Firework Music. This is where they put the fireworks. Mozart played here. Handel's Water Music, Handel's Firework Music. This was the place. Sadly, as I said to you earlier, the train came through, it was invented. This is the Great Western Railway originally, and cut that area off forevermore. And now we've got lovely people like you coming because we have the wheel in our area, which is good stuff. Seat down here, Dan. No problem, you sir. Behave yourself. Sit and fold your arms. You can relax a bit now. On our way now, folks. Have another press, Ed, see what we do. So now there's the Jeffrey Archer building, top floor, 6.5 million. Mezzanine floor, 4.5 million. Climb doesn't pay, so they say. There's your high tide, folks. Remember, don't trade on the river today because of containerisation. Years ago, 600 trains. Today, only 3 trains left. This was the pottery dock. This is where the clay and the coal came into the factories that stood along here. Look carefully, we've got the lights in our favour. Look carefully down the side streets. You'll see the old red brick building of Royal Dalton's Potteries. Buildings like that stood from this bridge to the next bridge. This was the pottery area. Royal Dalton's. There's the floating fire station. Remember, we are the Ponds, prisoners of Millbank. There's the pineapple. The pineapple is the insignia of the people of Lambeth. Oh, it's my boys, lovely. Little church here is St Mary's of Lambeth, and that's where they're all buried. Not the vegetables, the gardeners. They grew some lovely stuff here. Pomegranates, strawberries, tomatoes, cucumbers. While we had the pineapple, it took 3 years to cultivate. So that's why we've got the pineapple. There's the new River Wall, 1875. Over here, the old River Wall, 1500. This is known as the Bishop's Walk. Look at that big lump there, right? Look at that. That wasn't here yesterday, you know. suddenly came from outer space. They're doing that a lot over this side, putting these great big things at the foot of our bridges. But don't forget, not at the foot of London Bridge. That's the Borough Market. That's the place you've got to visit. You come down to Waterloo Station, London Bridge Station, make your way to the river, have a lovely stroll along, and have a lovely afternoon or a day in the Borough Market. Don't forget the other place I told you about, the London Museum of Docklands. Go along there, have a lovely day there on the Isle of Dogs. Smashing. Here stood Ashley's Amphitheatre, the world's first circus. Sadly gone. Over here, the Canterbury Theatre. Sadly gone. One little building left of any interest to our children for the future. It's just around here. Show you, it's called the General Lying Inn, where local ladies have had their babies for the last couple of 100 years. Now, do you think, folks, that should be pulled down or should it be saved? Should be saved, shouldn't it? Nice museum for the kids, for the little ones. The IMAX Cinema. Unbelievable. There's another little hospital behind here. This is a borderline here, folks. This is Lambeth and Southwark. I say Southwark being Cockney, it's not Southwark. It's Southwark, the South Walk of the Thames. And that's the walk I'm telling you. Come to London, forget the West End, have a lovely stroll along the South Walk here. Maybe from here, maybe from James Bond House, right the way down to the Tower of London. See, they'd never think of putting that little building down. Dalton's built the front of that. I think they should pull that one down. That's the ugliest building in Europe. Ideal taken from cornflake boxes. You've been a lovely group to take out. Don't forget, have a little look in here this evening, maybe, at the little farmer's market. But don't forget, when you've got more time, Borough Market. Folks, can I have a nice Cockney oi from everybody with the thumb in the air at the same time? You ready?
Oi!
That's you as well, missus. Ready?
Oi!
Brilliant. Any evening, any day, you find yourself down Lambeth Way. You find them all touring the Lambeth Walk. Everything free and easy. Do as you damn well pleasey. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Any evening, any day, you find yourself down Lambeth Way. You find them all touring the Lambeth Walk. Oh, brilliant, you are brilliant. Folks, you've been a lovely group. You met me and the boys. If you think we deserve a cup of tea, then we do have a Waterman's Tea Fund. If you'd like to contribute to that as you step off the boat, please do so. We use Grandfather's Waterman's hat for that tea money, and I'll give it to my boys. Any gratuities will not come from this company, I can assure you. It'll come from all of you. Thank you very much, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.